Hi, welcome to the next tutorial, how to do snow bases. If you like the look at these, then I'm going to show you how to do it. Hi everybody, and welcome to another painting tutorial, this time on how to do a snow base for people who want good effect but don't want to be hanging around all day doing things. So this actually gets some really what I think are really nice results. Some bases that will look like this. And I'm going to show you how to do that. So we're really starting off with a textured black undercoated base. If you look at my previous video, it shows you a put some sand on your base. It ain't rocket science, to be honest. So, but if you want to know how to do it, it's all in the previous video. And the other things that you are going to need: paints, some Dawnstone, Administratum Grey, and Ulthuan Grey. Either some Vallejo Snow or Valhalla and Blizzard by Games Workshop. They both work. I've used both. They both work about the same. Some Static Grass, some Flock, and one of these Games Workshop texturing tool. Okay, so let's get to it. Okay, so there's a couple of different. Didn't spill out. All right. Still 3 videos since I've spilled the paint. So a couple of different stages in this. The first stage is to get some highlights onto the brush using the skiviest technique there is, which is dry brushing. And we're going to start off with some Dawnstone. So if you're going to do, you can open up. Here we go, and wipe it off until most of the paint is off like that. And if you can see this, just backwards and forwards across it. Might need to load that up a little bit more there. Okay, dry brush across there. Don't worry about getting some on the sides. We're going to tidy that up at the end. Because we're using dry brushing for this, the drying time's very short. So you can pretty much go from one stage straight to the other. If you're doing a squad, or at least 3 or 4 models, that you can guarantee the first one's going to be dry by the time you finish the last one. Okay, now I'm going to move on to a bit of Administratum Grey. Okay, so again, wipe it off, dry brush it on. And this is, in the previous one I showed how to do a base using a Wraithbone undercoat and using a kind of the washing effect, which is quick. This is probably even quicker. You can see how that's highlighted up even further there. I'm going to go straight on to, this shouldn't be a problem here, Ulthuan Grey. That's a bit, paint's a little bit gloopy. Let's give it a bit of a shake. Go on, stay open. Okay, this will be the final highlight on here, and this is almost taking it up to white. Okay, so next stage after this is going to be, you see that there, next stage is going to be bringing this up with some Flock and Static Grass. So see you in a second. And important, although it's okay to go straight from one paint with dry brushing on this to the next, all the way up through, Dawnstone, Administratum, and Ulthuan. You've got to make sure this is dry, properly dry, before you go on to applying any Flock. Okay. And I don't know if you can hear it in the background, it's raining quite heavily here, so you're getting double the bonus, kind of a relaxation video at the same time as painting video. So on the palette paper here, I've got some PVA, and I'm just going to do some patches of PVA. Not too many, because you want to leave some space for the snow. So just a couple of little patches there. And we're going to get some Flock onto this just by dabbing it in. If you were doing it on a base with a model on, remember, blow away from it. if you were doing a base with a model on, you'd be doing it like this. Okay. All right, got to let that dry a second, then get some static grass on there. Okay, next stage is we're going to get static grass, the same as in the previous video, and just doing a normal base. Dab of PVA in the center of each of the patches so it looks more natural. Okay. Dab. Cycle coverage, dab it a bit more. Bit stuck to the side there. It's looking okay. We're going to give it a blow. And when that is dry, we're going to move on to putting some snow effect on there. Okay, what we're going to do now is we're going to add some snow effect on there. So we've got two here. We've got the Vallejo, and we've got the Valhallan Blizzard Technical. So I'll show you a little bit about what they look like. And this is I find this really useful. You can probably find something else that'll work, you know, as long as it's a dentist tool, something like that. But I do find the actual Games Workshop one quite useful. It's quite flexible on the kind of scoopy shovel end, and then you've got a kind of narrower, pointy end to move it around on the model as well. But for this one, I'm going to use the Vallejo to put it onto the base. Make sure things are on camera. Way I do this is get a scoop out, scrape it on the side here, and for some reason that makes it just a bit easier to get a more usable lump. So you want to avoid the bits of grass because you don't want any of the dye kind of leaking into it, and you can use the smoother end to kind of pat it down and move it around. Let's get another patch out there. And let's get this on camera. Apologies. Get a bit more out there. Pop that on and use the narrow end to kind of move that around. Try not to get it on the model's feet. If you well, of course you should be doing this on a model. Let's have a little bit more on that bigger patch. And this tends to take about 20-25 minutes to dry. So make sure you're not messing with anything or trying to spray it or varnish it in that time. Let's get that big glob down there. There you go. Okay, we're going to come back when this is dry, paint the rim of the base, and then you're basically done. Hey there, and welcome back. So it's all dry now. All I've done while I've been away is just painted the edge of the base black, so you can see what it looks like when it's all done. So pretty quick and easy. Yeah, and a whole team of them will look something like this. And yeah, try it out. Let me know. Try it out. Let me know how it goes. And yeah, happy painting.